It is a true ghost story from Taiwan. This chilling tale happened when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. My parents were devoted followers of traditional Taiwanese folk religion and often took me to various religious events. One night, they drove me to a private temple in the mountainous region of Nantou, Taiwan. It was a Qigong altar, a shrine dedicated to Qigong, a beloved figure in Chinese culture known for his eccentric image as a monk who drank and ate meat while helping people. The temple's medium was known for solving people's problems and even held an acupuncture license, offering treatments to the followers. We arrived at the temple around 10 p.m. Despite its modest size, the temple was bustling with devotees. The waiting time was long, and I soon grew tired. By midnight, noticing my yawns, my mom suggested I go sleep in the car parked in the temple's courtyard. I climbed into the back seat and gradually drifted off to sleep. I don't know how much time passed, but I woke up. As I was about to turn over, I noticed something through the rear windshield, a blurry figure. It was a young boy, leaning upside down as if lying flat on the car roof, with his face pressed against the glass, peering in at me. What made it even stranger was that I couldn't tell if he had a lower body. Was he really lying on the car, or could he have been floating? The car was dimly lit, making it hard to see clearly, but I could make out that he seemed to be about my age. Terrified, I quickly turned away, shutting my eyes tight. My whole body stiffened with fear. At some point, despite the terror, I fell asleep again and only woke up when my parents returned, telling me they were finished and it was time to go home. I thought that was the end of it, but a few days later, something strange happened. Late one night, I was woken by the sound of our family dog barking frantically. Normally calm and quiet, the dog was now growling and barking toward the hallway outside my room. It even pushed open the screen door and stepped into the corridor, sniffing and looking around. Annoyed by the noise, I groggily decided to get up and use the bathroom since I was awake anyway. As I sat up, my gaze caught a fleeting shadow moving quickly along the hallway outside my room. It was small, far shorter than an adult. The realization jolted me awake. It wasn't my shadow. Suppressing my fear, I got out of bed and cautiously opened the door to check the corridor. I searched the entire house, but nothing was there. What did I see that night? And who was that shadow? My thoughts went back to the boy I saw outside the car window at the temple. A chilling question crossed my mind. Did he follow me home? You've probably heard of sleep paralysis, right? Many claim it's just a physiological condition, but for me, it always carries an unexplainable sense of eeriness. When I was about 6 years old, back then, we lived in an old, traditional 2-section house in Taiwan. One afternoon, during a nap, I suddenly woke up, fully conscious. The bedroom door was open, and from my bed, I could see into the living room. I saw my grandfather walk past the door. I called out to him several times, but it was like my voice couldn't come out, or maybe he just couldn't hear me. He walked on without stopping. I wanted to get up, but my body felt like it was pinned down, completely immobile. Not long after, a small figure appeared at the doorway. It was a chubby little boy with a buzz cut around my age. He just stood there, staring at me without moving. Frantically, I tried to speak. "Go get my grandpa! Please, go get him!" I begged. But he didn't respond. He just kept standing there, looking at me silently. I don't know how much time passed before I suddenly regained movement. It felt like my body had been released from invisible chains. I fully woke up, but I never told anyone about what happened that day. I buried that memory deep in my heart until I graduated from vocational high school. One day, while chatting with some relatives over tea, my aunt began sharing her own experience with sleep paralysis. That was when I couldn't hold back anymore and brought up my own childhood encounter. My aunt described what happened to her when she was 20 and working at a betel nut stall. One afternoon, she dozed off on a couch in the back room. Suddenly, she woke up, but found herself completely paralyzed, though her mind was wide awake. She tried to move, but her body felt locked in place. She recalled seeing a shadowy figure with long hair. The figure passed right through her body and disappeared into the wall. Even then, she couldn't move. Then, she noticed another dark, transparent silhouette. This one began crawling up her body, starting from her feet, until it pressed down on her chest. The shadow leaned closer and closer, as if trying to bring its face right up to hers. My aunt said the oppressive feeling was terrifying, yet she couldn't do anything. Only when her phone suddenly rang did the paralysis break. She could move again and was fully awake. If this is just sleep paralysis, what were those things we saw? The boy and those dark figures. What are they really? To this day, the true nature of sleep paralysis remains a mystery. Even if science tries to explain it away, the vividness of such personal experiences makes it hard for me to believe that it's all just a hallucination. If you want to see my videos faster, please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates.